ESPN welcomes you to the following presentation of the XFL.
Yeah, you hear that? That's called passion, my friends. Your hunger for football. It's time.
Are you ready? Is you ready? You say you ready. Whole squad ready.
This is for our people, the dreamers, the diehards, the determined.
My plan is to be one of the baddest athletes to ever walk the planet.
I belong to play with the best of the best.
I love this game. I'll do anything to continue playing this game.
This is an opportunity to unleash our best selves.
To finally be seen and break through barriers.
Whole squad.
This is a chance for a second chance.
Rediscovered, revitalized, reborn. Every triumph, every failure has led you to this moment.
Playing for the people who believe in me.
Playing for anybody who had a dream.
I just want to prove that an under-recruited kid from Detroit can play in the pros. You feel that chip on your shoulder? I got one too. We got to use that chip. You ready?
Are you ready? Is you ready? You say you ready. Whole squad ready.
Who are we?
This is the XFL.
Day one.
We wrap up opening week of the XFL here in the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. The D.C. Defenders will host the Seattle Sea Dragons in what should be one of the best atmospheres in the XFL. Audi Field, it should be lit tonight. And what's great about this newest version of the XFL, we will give you access like you have never seen before. We'll take you in the locker room, on the sideline, all over the place.
I am mic'd up. I didn't know till you told me.
Let's go. You know, we don't even use the tight end. You already know. Yeah.
Play fast.
Hey, whatever you do, just play fast. I can't hear you. I said to finish that. Everybody on me.
We all have an outcome for our story, and it starts tonight.
What?
Hey, backers on three. 1, 2, 3. Backers.
Oh, yeah. I love this. What's up, everybody? Welcome inside the booth. Alongside my partner, he's Tom Luganville. I'm John Triffin. Harry Douglas, Stormy Bonatoni will join us momentarily. Luke's, we got to start with you. You are the vet on the crew. This is your third time around here in the XFL. I love your opinion. You watched the first 3 games we've seen already this weekend. What was the biggest takeaway from watching those games? Something that you think will impact this game tonight?
Well, I think the hardest position to find in any level of football is offensive linemen, and a bunch of them that are really good, that can play as a unit and perform early. So with 5 weeks of training camp, no preseason games, it's going to be really, really important for the quarterbacks tonight to understand that that clock's got to go off in their head to help a young offensive line out that hasn't played together for very long. And I've noticed that in the first few games. We'll see how these teams adapt to that after watching the first few games.
All right, let's bring you into the access on the sideline. Let's check in with Stormy Bonatoni, who's with Seattle Sea Dragons head coach Jim Haslett.
Coach, you told us that you've thrown a lot at your guys over the last 5 weeks, but they've put in the work and they're hungry to have this opportunity. What are you most excited about seeing them out here, having this opportunity on display?
Well, I told these guys, I'm excited that we put a team together in 5 weeks, and I think it's a pretty good team. We're going to find out tonight, but I'm excited to be a part of it and to watch them play. And everybody's playing. We're playing everybody. And we told them that going into it. I just think we got a lot of good players, and they deserve the opportunity. And most of all, I told them we just play like we practice, because we practice fast. So if we play fast, we'll be fine.
What were some of your final on-field priorities that you stressed to the guys coming in?
Nothing. We made sure we did. We worked the warm-ups beforehand. We've covered all the and dotted everything. You know, so. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'm looking forward to it.
Thanks, Coach. Have fun.
Hey, thank you.
Harry Douglas is with DC Defenders head coach Reggie Barlow.
Coach Barlow, the stage is set. The lights are bright. Your players have been waiting for this opportunity for a long time, as well as coaches. What was your last message before coming out on the field?
Hey, how about this night, right? Awesome night for football. Excited for our team getting a chance to come and play in front of these great fans. Should be a lot of fun.
What's one thing as a head coach you looking for out of your players?
really just to compete, right? Just to compete. They've been waiting for this opportunity all their life. Now they have it. They get a chance to show their stuff, national TV, in front of these fans. Just compete at a high level and enjoy the game.
Have a good one, Coach. Back to you, John.
All right, Harry, appreciate that. Is that what a defender looks like?
Apparently so.
They are packing into this place here at Audi Field. All right, so the rules in the XFL are a little different. We're going to walk you through all the rules. And it starts with the kickoff. Both teams are separated by just 5 yards. They do it first for player safety, but also to encourage more action. They want more returns. You see the percentage return in the NFL versus the XFL.
Yeah, I love it. And I think what it does is it further enhances the ability to get the kick return while also adhering to player safety, which everybody wants.
So Kelvin McKnight has touched the ball. That means the players can now move. Here's the return by McKnight. Making some moves past the 25, stops short of the 30. Bring them out, bring them out. Let's do this. Seattle Sea Dragons will start with the ball first. They're led by their quarterback, Ben DiNucci.
Ben DiNucci, a little cup of coffee with the Dallas Cowboys, and June Jones, the offensive coordinator for Seattle, really likes this young man and his ability to get rid of the football.
Good job. Huh? It went in the end zone. I don't know if he's supposed to return it. Hey, they got 8-9 there. Hey, they too high. Run the ball on them.
Start out on the ground. Here's Brendan Knox. You heard them say, run the ball on them. The mics are open. Players are mic'd up. We can hear everything.
Yeah, and what you heard there, let's listen to Coach real quick right here.
It's 10 personnel. It's 10 personnel.
That's Greg Williams, defensive coordinator for DC, telling his unit what the personnel is on offense. One back, no tight ends.
Here we go, Mike. Here we go, Mike.
They trying to cap him. Wide open, right there to 3.
There it is. 3 was wide open. That's Ja'Cour Pearson. Upended. Hey now. There's going to be some hitting here in the XFL tonight.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. Listen up now. Let's go. Sheets to back. Will single.
Final alert, final alert, final alert.
Sheets to back. Will single. Press. Alert inside run. Okay, they've got 11 personnel. 11.
On 2, ready.
So he's saying 11 personnel watch the run, because now there is a tight end in the game for Seattle on offense. And Greg Williams, the defensive coordinator, knows June Jones. If he brings that extra tight end or lineman in, high level of run possibility.
3rd and 1 on the ground. And it looks like just does have enough to get that first down.
And 10 personnel. Down, automatic front to lurk. Down, automatic front to lurk.
Here we go. Like. Set go!
Yeah, they playing well.
Hut!
They go back to the ground. This is with Knox over that left side. We were expecting a pass-heavy offense, but they started a lot of runs on the ground.
Well, and you're hearing those open mics, and you heard the defender for one of the 11 for DC.
Viper.
Or excuse me, for Seattle.
Single. BB down. Tell them down.
Tell them they're in too high, which means you're too high safety. That means you're going to be light in terms of numbers in the box. If you see that and you're June Jones, you want to run the football. So he's just taking what DC gives him on defense.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 9. That pass is completed to Blake Jackson.
All right, here we go. Listen up. BB single press. BB single press. BB single press.
Let's go trips right, 81, trips left, 80, Z pivot, X levels.
Trips left, 80, Z pivot, X levels, on 2, ready.
That's June Jones, offensive coordinator for Seattle, relaying the plays into Ben DiNucci.
So you hear he said single press. So you see the defense for DC press with a single high safety. So that's going to be man-to-man coverage, man-free coverage.
3rd and 4. Here comes the pressure by DC. DiNucci gets it away and completes it to the outside. A first down to Jordan Vesey.
Nice job by VC here, just getting to the sticks, getting the line to gain, and a really well-thrown ball to the outside from Ben DiNucci. We mentioned how important it is for the quarterback to get the ball out of his hand, help that young offensive line come together as a unit.
Opening drive here for Seattle Sea Dragons, 1st and 10. DiNucci, quick throw to the outside, completes it again to Jackson. Jackson, get off me! And he's thrown to the ground inside the 40, a gain of 8.
Let's go trips right, Broncos stare, lightning. Trips right, Broncos stare, lightning.
Here we go, Frisco, LA. Viper, Frisco, LA.
That's June Jones, offensive coordinator on the left for Seattle. Greg Williams, defensive coordinator for DC on the right.
A lot of history between these two coaches. We'll get into that throughout the broadcast.
2nd and 2. Pump fake, incomplete, as DiNucci is dicked by Karan Reed.
Pads popping out there.
First incomplete pass by DiNucci on this drive brings up 3rd and 2.
Spread right, 90 cube, Navy, Z-turn on 2, ready.
Spread right, 90. 90 is their pass protection, so the ball's going to come out quick here.
Here we go. Set go. Hunt.
3rd and 2 for Seattle. DiNucci has a man open. Got him. Ja'Cour Peterson pushed out of bounds. You hear him. That's all day from DiNucci.
Ja'Cour Peterson on the inside fade. This is a wonderfully thrown ball. You see number 3 right there. Great separation, and he just drops it in the bucket. Ja'Cour Peterson, one of those players that was discovered at one of the XFL offseason showcases, ran a 4.240 for Jim Haslett. Jim Haslett said, hey, I don't think we want you to work out today because we don't want anybody else to notice that you're out there.
1st and goal from the 7. On the ground to Knox. Sheds one defender, trying to get to the edge. His tag team pushed out of bounds.
Let's go trips right, flip.
Auto, tight red,
51, Y and Z post, H stick.
Here we go,
Flip, 51, Y and Z post, H stick.
Trips right, flip 51 on 2, ready. Here we go, D. Set go, D. Hunt.
2nd and goal from the 6. DiNucci. Running to the left out of the pocket, just flips it. Oh, what a catch. Josh Gordon, a 6-yard TD catch off the flip by DiNucci. Oh yeah, these boys can play.
Okay,
It's a fantastic job here by Ben DiNucci, taking what the defense gives him, buying some time, and at the last second, flicking it to the 6'4", former 2nd-round draft pick of the Cleveland Browns.
So we do not kick extra points here in the XFL. We go for 1 from the 2-yard line, a 2 is from the 5-yard line, 3 points from the 10-yard line, and how about this? Seattle's going for 3.
I like it. It may limit your run selection in the play game, but it gives you the most real estate in the passing game.
DiNucci scanning the field. Oh, he is decked. That was Davin Bellamy.
Josh Gordon, time for some redemption from the former All-Pro, making a great play. Ben DiNucci loving it on the first series of the opening game of the XFL. Seattle up.
The new XFL has arrived.
And it is here to stay.
1, 2, 3.
We're making it about her and him and them and you. It's a chance for everyone to be a part of something bigger.
Something that just might be more than football.
A whole new beginning starts February 18th. Come experience the XFL.
Don't wait. Get your season tickets today. Buy now at xfl.com/tickets.
And Carr. Great crowd here in D.C. as Seattle scored on their first possession, up 6-0. Defenders will get their first touch of the football. Once again, one of the new rules, the kickoff. Both teams lined up 5 yards apart. They're not allowed to move until the returner catches the ball. Dominic Eberle will boot things away for Seattle. Jaquez Izzard. He feels it. There they go. He's off. Trying to find a seam. Spin move. Mashing buttons, but nothing doing. I kind of like this excitement on the kickoff.
Just love the rule that always almost ensures you're going to get one, right? One of the most exciting parts of the game.
Starting quarterback for the DC Defenders, Jordan Ta'amu.
Jordan's played a lot of football, has played in the first iteration, 2.0 of the XFL. He's really good in the USFL, now back in the XFL in 2023.
Ready. Tackle.
Ta'amu looking to throw on his first pass is incomplete. Was looking for his tight end, Ethan Wolf.
Amanda, let's move 72. Alaska. Twins left. Alaska. Twins right. Twins right. Twins right. Twins right.
Thank you.
Ready. Stay hot.
And there's our first penalty of the game.
88.
Second down. Clock is going to be hot. Clock's going to be hot.
Right, 29.
I had 82 on that, just for reference for our notes.
Twins right, 29. Fred Kice, the offensive coordinator. This should be an outside zone to the left.
That's Abram Smith. That thing had no chance, blown up in the backfield.
Mint Thunder. Mint Thunder. Flex right. Flex right. Flex right. Mint Thunder.
Flex right.
22 boss. Zeke Lance. 22 boss. Zeke Lance.
So they're building in 2 plays in one here. You may have an inside run, but the Z glance, he's given the quarterback the opportunity to throw the slant route.
On third down, fake the handoff. What a grab over the middle. Josh Hammond with defenders draped on him with the reception.
And as we outlined for you there, you hear Fred Kice, the offensive coordinator, you hear the run play, but the glance tells the quarterback. If you like it on the influence of the run and you get that slant, go ahead and pull it and throw it. Now you'll see more of this, but you'll also see it with quarterback run. They're going to really try and stress the Seattle defense with an athletic quarterback throughout this game in Jordan Ta'amu.
So short of the first down, they bring on the punt unit. Ja'Cour Pearson is the beat man, Daniel Whelan. And we have another penalty flag.
Delay game. Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Fourth down. We're going to wind as well. Ready.
It's the XFL. We keep it real.
Live mics. Lots of access.
Whelan's punt is fielded at the 24. Makes the first guy miss. A couple juke moves. And Pearson is brought down. Next week, it is week 2 of the XFL schedule. We start on Thursday. That's right, we're going to switch it up for week 2. 9 p.m. Eastern, St. Louis is at Seattle. Then on Saturday, back to the weekend on 7 p.m. This is our game. DC at Las Vegas. And then next Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern, San Antonio at Orlando on ESPN. And then the nightcap, 7 p.m. Eastern, Arlington is at Houston on ESPN2. Second possession for Seattle. Scored a touchdown on their first drive. DiNucci looking to throw, incomplete to Gordon. He was thinking about running before he caught it.
He sure was. Got to secure the ball, make a play after. I really like how Ben DiNucci's getting the ball out of his hand. There is no hesitation. He's decisive. He's really only been pressured twice on the previous drive, and then, of course, on the extra point, the 3-point conversion attempt.
Alaska's freeze. Hey, good job on that kickoff, man.
2nd and 10, DiNucci, and that one was almost picked off. Michael Joseph had his hands on it.
Yeah, this is one of the first, really the first poor decision that Ben DiNucci has made tonight in terms of just throwing the ball up for grabs. Very, very fortunate that Michael Joseph, number 15, doesn't come up with that turnover and give prime field position to the offense for DC.
On the opening drive, Seattle was a perfect 3 for 3 on 3rd downs. It's 3rd and 10 coming up. DiNucci, quick throw, completes it to Pearson, pushed out of bounds, and he's going to be short of the marker.
Hey, defense! Defense!
Go for it. They're going for it.
No K-ball. They're going for it. They're going for it.
We need a regular ball, regular ball.
It is regular. It is regular. That's regular.
Clear, clear. It's regular. Clear.
4th and 2, Seattle's going for it. Empty backfield. DiNucci lofts it, and it is complete to Pearson. A gain of 10 on 4th and 2 as Joseph pushed him out of bounds.
Number 80, Blake Joseph, sets up what we call on offense a rub, what a defense would call a pick. Picks are illegal, rubs are legal. That was an ideal rub by Blake Jackson, number 80, to set Pearson up to the line to gain. Really well executed play there by June Jones' offense.
1st and 10, they go to the ground with Morgan Ellison out of Southeast Louisiana. On 1st down, he picks up 5.
Morgan Ellison's a really interesting prospect because
man, to tell 72 to settle down.
He's really only played 4 games in college football at Southeast Louisiana.
Y bunch left, 61, Y mesh, Army X turn.
Second and 5. Look at that protection for DiNucci. Slings it over the middle. That is complete to Jordan Vesey. That's a gain of 13. DiNucci, he looks really comfortable in the pocket.
He is comfortable, seeing the field well, and quite honestly, they're protecting him well.
Yeah, I got you. I planned on one side and went to the left. And Tampa off, 1-2, ready. But TJ, bubble.
Next time, get 88 off.
Set go! Hot! Hot!
That's Ellison again. He gets to the right side of the edge. A collision after he picks up the 1st down. And he is loving it. Kentrell Bryce lay with the wood.
Again, Morgan Ellison, not an overly experienced back. He's 6'1", 230 pounds. He is a load once he gains momentum.
And when we talk about keeping dreams alive, guys loving to get this opportunity, they just want to feel somebody. They want to hit out here tonight.
No doubt. Haven't hit anybody else for 5 weeks.
1st and 10, they go back to Ellison, but a good stop up front. Francis Bernard with the tackle.
Let's go down. Let's go. Listen to me. Down, down. Cheat the back, strong safety single. Down.
One. Set go. Hot. Hot.
DiNucci looking right the whole way. Throws and completes to Juwan Green. A short gain on 1st down.
Bobble, Steve. He reset.
Trip left, flip 50 Lanai. Flip 50 Lanai, on 2, ready.
June Jones, a little Hawaii flavor there.
Lanai.
Again, flip press cover 1. See the press coverage on defense.
10th play of the drive. Incomplete. Looking to set something up for TJ Hammonds.
Field goal.
Field goal.
So they make calls even on special teams?
Sure, absolutely. No doubt.
Hey, watch the ball. No offside. Watch the ball.
Dominic Eberle is setting up for a 36-yard field goal attempt. Kick is clean. Snap is clean, and the kick is up and good. So Seattle adds 3 more, up 9-0.
Great drive. Another good one. Another good one. Another good one.
DiNucci loving what he's seeing from his guys out there. It has been all Seattle so far tonight here in Washington, D.C. Defenders offense coming back on the field. The XFL on ESPN is presented by Progressive, the right call to protect your home and car. Welcome back to Washington, D.C. Seattle Sea Dragons on top 9-0 over the Defenders. John Schripp and Tom Luganbill, Harry Douglas, Stormy Bonantoni on the call for you. Beautiful night for some football. Dominic Eberle kicks thing away. They cannot move until Jaquez Azard catches. There they go. Trying to make somebody miss. Change in direction and eventually brought down at the 26. All right, so you see there's 3 hash marks under Seattle, the green ones. That's for timeouts. Underneath that, there's a red chip. That represents a challenge. Both teams can challenge any play, whether it's reviewable or not. The only catch is you have to have a timeout remaining in order to challenge the play.
But the beauty of the challenge, it can come at any time. It doesn't have to be a challenge of a call. If a coach thinks that there was a penalty on a play that they can help them, they can challenge that, but they have to be very specific.
Ready. There, go.
Second drive for the Defenders. Jordan Ta'amu looking over the middle. Oh, what a hit. Lucky Jackson had it, and then he didn't.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Jordan Evans with the hit stick.
Next right.
Jordan Evans, a linebacker that
The ball coming out with a second act.
Jim Haslett actually coached in the National Football League. Really excited to have him back on that side of the football.
Wait, they're going to call that a catch. A gain of 4.
Whoa.
Chris Blair with the completion there, a first down for DC. I thought that ball came out after the hit.
23, hammer. 23, hammer.
I like how DC is changing the tempo here. They got to get something going on offense.
Ta'amu looked right, decides to take off with his feet, trying to find a lane, and will slide down at the 45, a gain of 4. So they marked him down at the 44, gain of 3.
I go left. 72 all squirrel. 72 all squirrel. Tight.
That's the end of the first quarter.
The owners of the XFL have made it to all 4 games opening weekend. Dwayne Johnson, Danny Garcia in the house. We have finished 1 quarter here in D.C. Seattle is up 9-0. Welcome back to Washington, D.C. Nighttime as we wrap up week 1 here in the XFL. Seattle Sea Dragons with a 9-0 lead over the D.C. Defenders. We're getting ready for the start of the second quarter. Let's take a look at our 8 teams here in the XFL in 2023. And they span coast to coast. Seattle Sea Dragons, Vegas Vipers, St. Louis Battlehawks, D.C. Defenders, Orlando Guardians, and our 3 teams in Texas, Arlington, Houston, and San Antonio. We go coast to coast here in the XFL.
Filling every time zone.
Start of the second quarter here. DC starting to use some tempo on offense here on their second drive. Ta'amu directing traffic, decides to take off with his legs and will slide down. A gain of 4.
Really smart decision there by Jordan Ta'amu, and that's what makes him dangerous.
Queen. Miami. 47. You got it.
His ability to extend plays, avoid negative plays.
Ready.
It's what makes him really talented.
3rd and 3 for DC. Inside handoff goes to Abram Smith. And Smith does have enough for the first down. Picks up 4 on 3rd and 3. Abram Smith is a guy with a really interesting story. He played at Baylor, was a linebacker for a year.
Yep.
He's a guy who told me, I love delivering the blow as the running back.
Rushed for 1,600 yards his last year at Baylor.
Ready. Set, go.
They go back to Smith on the ground. Tries to squeeze out an extra yard, picks up 1. Smith went undrafted coming out of Baylor. Was in the Saints camp, but was cut the last preseason game. He said he went to a bunch of workouts after that, and then the XFL called. He said he is so grateful for this opportunity to show everybody what he can do.
Ready, set, go.
Smith gets another opportunity here, tripped up. Chopped down a gain of 2. Let's check in with Stormy.
Well, and guys, for Smith, when it comes to being undrafted, then he became the top overall selection in the entire XFL draft, and Reggie Barlow came out and said, he is what we thought he was, dropped one of those on us, and Smith knows there are expectations that come with being the top pick in this league, but he just wants to continue proving the doubters wrong. He said he's done it his whole career and wants to keep that rolling on in this league.
And Stormy, good stuff, because that's what the XFL is all about. Keeping your dream alive, proving to people that you have what it takes. Ta'amu, strong throw over the middle. That is complete. Josh Malone reels it in. A pickup of 18.
Really good poise, and you see Josh Malone, number 81, on the deep in cut, create some separation, a little shove with the arm at the last minute. A great player out of the University of Tennessee, and Jordan Ta'amu, really good poise, vision of the field, timing. This offense all of a sudden looks like it's got some continuity to it.
Ready, set, go.
On the ground, slipping. That was Smith, stopped for no gain.
You know, it's interesting, you listen to Stormy there on that report on Abram Smith. It's rare to take a running back, number 1. You know, you're usually looking at a tackle or a quarterback or a pass rusher, but that's how good they think he is.
We have a player down. That's why they stopped play. That's Mike Maietti, the center for DC.
Two under, 2 tackles.
And Luke's, we talked about the importance of offensive line play.
Yes.
Already you see DC, their center did get back up to his feet. Hopefully he's going to be healthy, but offensive line is so critical here in the XFL.
It's critical, but the quarterbacks can help the offensive line as well. You see Mike Maietti and Reggie Barlow calls him Jersey Mike, because I can't really pronounce his last name, but I just call him Jersey Mike. Backup centers now practicing, and understand you have limited roster numbers in the XFL, so your backups have to be versatile. Your guard has to be able to play center. Maybe you have a guard that now has to move over and play on the outside at tackle. So you have to have versatile players in the offensive line if you have an in-game injury.
All right, Jersey Mike, you're all right, Jersey Mike.
Yep, there he is, Jersey Mike.
So as Maietti has helped off the field, his backup, Ty Clary, will come in and will take over at the center position for DC.
Go switch, go switch. Ready, set, go.
Ta'amu, swing pass, completes it to his running back, Raquel Armstead, and Armstead has him but first down.
Let's go. Diamond.
Really good choice here. You see the motion come across on the jet sweep. Jordan Ta'amu doesn't like what he sees. Checks it right down. Guess what? Check downs get first downs.
Rocket. Ready, set, go.
DC in the red zone. They start this trip on the ground with Armstead. All right, we apologize for that language. Players are mic'd up, so we do apologize for language that may come out at times.
11. Texas right. Texas right, smash. Let's go.
Tell you, tempo has really helped DC on offense. Changing the pace of play has gotten them into a rhythm. Now they got to close it out with some red zone offense.
2nd and 10. Ta'amu rolling out to his right, scanning. Nobody open, and we'll throw it away.
Smart heads-up play there by Jordan Ta'amu. Don't make a risk. Don't make a risk with the football in the red area. Understand your surroundings. You're down 9-0. Come away with points.
Race, Minnesota. Zach.
Play, Jordan. Stop your feet.
Ready. Zach, go.
3rd and 10. Ta'amu sets up a screen to his tight end, Ethan Wolf. Dragging defenders. And just brought down at the 1. Elijah Holder was holding on for dear life. A gain of 12.
Really, really good play call here from offensive coordinator Fred Keiss with the backside tight end screen. 67, Cody Conway, the left tackle, out leading the way. Well executed. Now going to use these big running backs, see if they can punch it in here from the 1.
Did not get there. No gain on 1st and goal.
That's a long way to go for a quarterback sneak there. Now I know it's been revolutionized in the Super Bowl within the last week by Philadelphia.
Right. 19.
All right.
Hey, Twins.
This should be quarterback run. Quarterback run.
15th play of the drive. Ta'amu gets to the outside, gets the feet in. Touchdown, DC. We told you this is going to be one of the best atmospheres in the XFL. Abram Smith, the running back, with a good block to free up his quarterback into the end zone.
Looks like they're deciding to go for 2 here with their extra point attempt.
No kicks for extra points here in the XFL. They decide to go for 2 points. That's from the 5-yard line.
Ready. Tackle.
Ta'amu throws it end zone. Got it. 2-point conversion is good. Lucky Jackson with the catch. And now DC down by just 1.
Really good execution. You heard Fred Keiss, the offensive coordinator, called 19. Well, usually teen numbers mean quarterback run. 19 is to the left because it's an odd number. You got the lead blocker from Abram Smith. Really nice job there at the point of attack. And now just a little pitch and catch on the option route. Get to the end zone. DC back in it.
Tackle.
Oh, it is lit out here tonight. Seattle with a 1-point lead. Harry, what you got for us?
See defenders quarterback Jordan Ta'amu. Offensively, y'all finally got something going. What was the key?
You know, kind of sustaining the drive, just making plays. Don't let the game get too big. You know, just kind of everyone do their job 100% and everyone go out there and execute. That's the main thing.
You guys went a little tempo. What was the reason behind that?
I mean, we've always been a tempo team. That's kind of the game we want to play, to get the defense tired, get them moving around, giving them a chance not to substitute. So we want to play fast for our advantage.
Back to you, John.
All right, Harry, good stuff. 3rd possession for Seattle. They've scored on their first 2 possessions.
Yep.
What's been working offensively?
I think it's the fact that they've taken advantage of DC playing man-to-man coverage just about every snap. So they know we're going to try and get our best guy on what we think is your maybe weakest defender. We're just going to play pitch and catch. And they've run it when the defense is allowed.
That's Brendan Knox with the first carry there of this 3rd drive. New quarterback in for Seattle. Ben DiNucci started the first 2 drives. This is Steven Montez out of Colorado.
6'5", 230-pounder. And you heard, hey, listen, you heard Jim Haslett say it. We're going to play everybody on our roster. They've got a short turnaround next week. They've got a Thursday night game, so they want to see what they've got. Again, no preseason games. You're kind of having open tryouts right now for who's going to be your main guy, so they're going to play everybody.
That turnaround to Thursday, that's going to be the shortest turnaround for any XFL team all season long.
No doubt.
2nd and 6. Montez, his first throw is on the money, complete to Blake Jackson. So seeing Montez is not
First down.
has anything to do with Ben DiNucci, his performance.
No, I don't think so at all. I don't think it's reflective of that. I think what you're seeing is they know what they've got in Ben DiNucci. Now let's see if they've got another one, okay, in Steven Montez.
This offense by Jim Haslett, the run and shoot. What does that mean?
The true run and shoot.
Correct.
All right, then understand, Greg Williams, defensive coordinator at DC, and June Jones, they coached against each other in the 90s when the run and shoot really started to infiltrate the NFL, so they're very familiar with each other.
Trying to bounce it to the outside is Knox. Breaks an ankle tackle and will step out of bounds.
The biggest thing with the run and shoot is adjustments are made offensively post-snap.
Right. Denver stare.
All right, here we go. Weak cat, 2 roll. Weak cat, 2 roll.
Trips left, right?
All right, we hear
Trips left.
2
Denver
roll.
Stare, lightning. Trips left. Denver stare, lightning.
Weak cat 2 roll. You're going to see coverage roll one direction in the defensive secondary. So they're going to try and give Seattle a pre-snap look and then move to something post-snap.
Inside handoff, Knox. That one gets stuffed up for no gain.
And Greg Williams said that's the key.
Ruby in the huddle. Ruby in the huddle. Ruby.
The key to defending
Ruby.
this.
Here we go. Dabo plus weak cat 2 roll. Dabo plus weak cat 2 roll.
Going essentially with the same call, so they're going to bring off the edge. That's the cat, all right? And then they're going to roll coverage on the back end. But the reason they're doing some of this post-snap movement is because so much of the run and shoot offense is based off of coverage alignment and receivers making adjustments. So you want to cloud that picture for the offense.
Seattle 0 for 2, their last 2 third downs. 3rd and 12. Here comes the pressure. And they got there to Montez. A big hit. The throw is off the mark. It'll force him to punt it away. That's Joshua Allen delivering the blow.
You see pressure come off the edge right there to the right side. So you got one defender blocked, one unblocked defender. That's who the quarterback's responsible for. Fortunately, he gets rid of the ball, not completed, but also doesn't take a significant loss.
Cameron Nizelak on to punt things away. A deep booming punt. Lazard will field it at the 10. Trying to find some room, and he stopped before he gets to the 20. We do have a flag down.
21 kicking team just took off at the snap downfield. Yeah, yes, 5 yards.
Illegal formation. Kicking team number 21 left early. 5-yard penalty will be tacked on to the end of the run. First down.
Old habits die hard. Right? Again, that's one of the tweaks at the XFL so that you promote quality returns and field position.
That was our first Seattle penalty of the game. A picture-perfect night. The Washington Monument here in our nation's capital. We've got a good one. Seattle up by 1. Help people in areas affected by the Turkey earthquake, including Turkey and Syria. Please visit redcross.org/ESPN to help the Red Cross respond. Welcome you back to Washington, D.C.
Pony right, 16 Gucci fire. 1 ready.
Jordan Ta'amu leading his guys back on the field.
Pony right, there's your formation. And again, those team numbers are usually quarterback run. 16 would be quarterback run to the right. He gives it this time.
This is Armstead. And Armstead picks up 5 on first down.
And that's their zone read concept. Jordan Ta'amu has the opportunity to give or keep.
Yellow. 5-0, 5-0. Ready, set, go.
Swinging over the middle was looking for Hammond. Incomplete into triple coverage. And Ta'amu, he felt that one getting off the grass.
Pony left. Yellow. Sonic. Zeke Ross. Yellow.
Sonic.
Zeke Ross.
Pony left. Yellow. Sonic. Hey, you got the Sonic.
So Pony left.
5-0.
Yellow's your protection.
Ready, set, go.
Here comes the blitz by Seattle. Ta'amu, it is batted at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete. That's Nico Lelos with the bat down at the line for Seattle. That's a guy out of Dartmouth College. That's right, an Ivy Leaguer. I never thought I would call it Dartmouth College in a professional game. I'm a Dartmouth alum, so you know I'm a shout him out.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. No, he's one of the quiet leaders on this defense, and he's one of those guys that's running on 93 octane. He may not have the athletic traits of some of the other guys, but he's going to give you everything he's got on every play.
We don't root for teams, but Nico, come on, man. You got to bring it. Bunting things away, Daniel Whelan. Returned by Seattle. And tripped up just short of the 40. Tomorrow night on ESPN, there's men's college basketball doubleheader action at 7 p.m. Eastern. Duke hosts Louisville. Then at 9 p.m., top 25 teams square off. Number 5 Kansas takes on number 22 TCU in a key Big 12 battle. Both games are streaming live on ESPN app. We got so many good sports going on right now. This is a great time of year.
We got spring football. That's when it's a great time of year. Let's go.
So one drive by Steven Montez, and Ben DiNucci is back in the game at quarterback for Seattle. Deep throw down the middle. Had Blake Jackson just overthrew him.
Greg Williams really bringing the pressure there. And what makes it difficult for the offensive line is a lot of it's simulated pressures. The line guys up in certain spots. And then you don't know who's coming and where they're coming from. So you really got to be on your toes in the offensive front.
Second and 10. DiNucci, oh, dangerous throw. How did he complete that one? Jackson hauls it in for a 12-yard gain. That went through a bunch of hands.
I think Francis Bernard, number 43, a linebacker, goes right there through, just doesn't locate the football in time. That ball had some heat on it from Ben DiNucci.
DiNucci, quick throw. Josh Gordon hauls it in. And that is good to move the chains inside the 40, a gain of 11.
Look at that. Look at that cushion. Just take what the defense gives you. That's the type of respect that a Josh Gordon has on the perimeter. They don't want anybody just running by him. So guess what you're going to do? You're going to let him catch it and then hope you're a good tackling football team.
Empty backfield sidearm throw by DiNucci. He'll find Pearson for a gain of 5. There's so many weapons at wide receiver for this Seattle team. A guy like Josh Gordon clearly leads the pack. Athletically, is he just that much superior to the defenders he's going to see in the XFL?
Likely. His combination of speed, size, strength, the ability to elevate and go just take the ball out of the air is going to be unique in this league.
DiNucci's looking his way. Double team, decides to go to Pearson, will complete that one. And they will move the chains again. A first down, tackled by Bernard.
Our time. 3 needs to go. 3 needs to go.
See Josh.
On the wind, come back and freeze off.
See Josh Gordon there at 6'3", 225 pounds. In comparison to Ja'Cour Pearson, who just caught that football at 5'8", 190.
And there it is, the 2-minute warning here in this first half. We will step aside. Seattle up 9-8 here in this first half.
All right, bring it in.
Doesn't matter whether you're a player, a fan, a coach,
or an entire city.
We all have a part to play in this game.
This is your moment to show up, to show out. So come with that hunger, because now is the time.
Week 2 of the XFL kicks off Thursday on FX, continues on FX Saturday, and wraps up Sunday on ESPN and ESPN2.
If you just joined us, let's get you caught up on this game recap. These dudes, they came to play. There's been some big hips. That was the touchdown flip from DiNucci to Josh Gordon. They scored in their first 2 drives, 9-0 lead. Then Ta'amu took it himself. raced in for a touchdown from DC. They got a 2-point conversion. And right now, Seattle with a 9-8 lead. How about this quarterback comparison, DiNucci and Ta'amu?
I think they've been pretty efficient throughout the majority of this first half. I really do. And what I like about this game so far, it's been very clean. We've had 2 penalties, all right? Haven't had a lot of sloppy play. It means they're well coached and prepared.
Swing pass to the outside. Kelvin McKnight will get out of bounds. Now under 2 minutes, the clock will stop out of bounds. It will stop on incomplete passes and out of bounds. A gain of 3 there on first down.
And now we're getting kind of back to your routine college rules, right, that a lot of people may be used to.
DiNucci right back there to McKnight. McKnight fighting for more yards. Did he get to the marker?
He's close.
Looks like he's just short, so the clock will continue to tick. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Sea Dragons.
He's got to know to get out of bounds in that scenario, get that clock stopped. 12 seconds now that have run off the clock.
Ball is on the ground. Back on top of it is DiNucci. So you heard there just some miscommunication between quarterback and center. A loss of 4. That'll bring on Dominic Eberle. Will attempt a 40-yard field goal. Snap is good. Kick is up. And that one is wide left. No good.
Just hooks this one a little bit. It is a really long surface in the sense that when we were down there, John, it's the grass and the turf is long. This is not a tight field down here, particularly from a soccer perspective. Also played in this stadium, but just a missed opportunity. And you heard Ben DiNucci come over there to June Jones to say, hey, the call was on 2. He snapped it on set hut. Again, that goes back to that quarterback offensive line communication, playing and gelling with one another. That's going to take some time.
So DC gets the ball. 46 seconds to play in this first half. They've got 3 timeouts to work with. Lucky Jackson will haul that in. Inbounds, gain of 6, and DC will call their first timeout of the half.
First charge timeout. DC. Please reset the game clock to 42 seconds. 42. Thank you.
Timeout, right? Someone tell coach it's timeout.
All right, next week it is week 2 of the XFL schedule. Short week for Seattle. They play on Thursday, 9 Eastern. They'll be home against St. Louis on FX. Then on Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern, our crew will be in Las Vegas as DC travels to the desert, also on FX. Then on Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern, San Antonio is at Orlando on ESPN. And then the final game of the weekend in week 2, 7 p.m. Eastern, Arlington at Houston on ESPN2. Second and 4, Ta'amu pressured and will get rid of it. Incomplete. That was Trayvon Hester applying the pressure.
Smart play. You can't take a sack there. The incompletion stops the clock. You live to play the next down. 36 seconds left and 2 timeouts. Heady play there by Jordan Ta'amu.
Here you go. Ready. Stand, come.
3rd and 4 for DC. Ta'amu trying to find the stick, and he won't get there. P.J. Hall chops him down short of the marker, just a gain of 1.
They may be forced to take a timeout here. Yep.
Why are you calling timeout?
Second charge timeout. DC. 30 seconds in length.
So why are they calling timeout if Ta'amu's asking? I need to ask it too.
If they don't call timeout, now it's 4th down. They don't call timeout. The clock just runs. You put the ball into the hands of Seattle with no time left. Now you're going to give them an extra 30 seconds.
So does that timeout make sense then?
No.
So Kelvin McKnight set to return this kick, backing up, will field it at his 12. Tripped up and brought down at the 20. 17 seconds to play here in this first half. Seattle has 3 timeouts.
And that's why Jordan Ta'amu was questioning the call. If you just let the clock run down, now maybe instead of 17 seconds and a shot at 2 plays, it's 4 seconds. You're backed up on your own 20.
So if you're Seattle with 3 timeouts, 17 seconds, do you try to do something here?
461 wham, X smoke on 2, ready.
Potentially.
X smoke, X smoke.
This is the worst start fielding position for either team this first half. Quick throw to Josh Gordon, see if he can make something happen. Stopped at the 25, a gain of 6.
Yeah. Heard X smoke there. That's the wide receiver quick screen to the X receiver to the left side. That was Josh Gordon. And they're going to take this one right into the half.
Seattle scored on their first 2 drives of the game. They take a 9-8 lead into the half. Let's check in with Stormy.
Coach, a very efficient start early, started to fall to the wayside a little bit late in the half. What did you see of your group?
We had too many mistakes. We put the ball on the ground. We put the backup center in, and he rolled one back in a crucial situation. And getting in too many third down situations, we need to be converting faster than that.
You said you were going to play everybody, and that included at the quarterback position. We saw both Montez and DiNucci. How would you evaluate each of their play?
I thought Ben did a great job early, and then Steven didn't really have a lot of opportunities, but we got to play better on defense, to be honest with you. We didn't do very well in the last 2 drives, and we just got to play better on defense.
Thank you, Coach. John?
All right, Stormy, good stuff. You see Seattle getting booed as they walk off the field here. This is a great crowd here in D.C. It's getting upended. Big hits. Guys, we're so excited just to get the pads and the helmet back on. Seattle with a 9-8 lead at the half. Beautiful shot of the White House on this President's Day weekend, opening weekend in the XFL. Seattle Sea Dragons with a 9-8 lead over the DC Defenders as we are here at the half. This is at the half. We're going to give you all types of access. This is inside the DC Defenders locker right now, talking things over, what kind of adjustments they need to make. Close ball game, just a 1-point lead. Here we are on the right now with the Seattle Sea Dragons. That's what their locker room looks like right now. You don't get this in other leagues, just the XFL.
No, just the XFL, and I'll tell you, it's interesting because you often wonder, okay, well, what are they talking about? What are they trying to get accomplished there? Well, these teams have nothing to go on other than the first 2 quarters, right? There's no preseason games. There's not previous seasons to look at what these coaches or these teams have done. So they're literally seeing this for the first time. And you're trying to process a lot of information so that you can come out, execute better, get on the same page. And that's really what this is going to come down to. Who makes the fewest mistakes in the second half?
All right, well, this is the 4th game of week 1. Let's take a look at the first 3 games of the opening week here in the XFL. Arlington defeated Vegas in the first game. That was a thriller.
It was a heartbreaker for Vegas, too. They played so well in the first half and they just came out, couldn't get it clicking in the third quarter.
Houston defeated Orlando 33-12. St. Louis defeated San Antonio 18-15. In those first 3 games, was there a team that stood out to you?
Yeah, I think Houston stood out. I thought they looked like a well-oiled machine. They were efficient. Didn't see a lot of sloppy play for them. Good quality quarterback play and threw the ball around a lot pretty well. So Wade Phillips has his team ready to go.
All right, Stormer, what do you got for us?
I'm here with quarterback Ben DiNucci in the Seattle Sea Dragons locker room. A lot of great, efficient drives early. What changed there a little bit later in the half?
Just shot ourselves in the foot a little bit, that's all. Get all 11 guys on the same page and keep the ball moving. We'll be good. Good first half, score points in the first 2 drives. That's really all you can ask for.
I know something that you told me on the sideline was you want to score touchdowns, not field goals. How do you make that happen?
third down there at the last drive of the game. Just got to stay on the field, keep the offense on the field, keep the chains moving, and try to punch the ball in the end zone. But at the end of the drive, we're getting points. I'm happy. So let's try to win the second half. We'll get the game.
We saw a couple of moments where you went for 3 early, you go for it on a 4th down and convert. Is that an aggressive mindset that we're going to see continue in the next half?
I think so, yeah. These coaches have just harped on, let the guys make plays, and when we score, we're going to go for 3. I think the analytics say that, going for 3 is just as good as going for 1 or 2. So, we're going to continue to be aggressive, get our playmakers the ball in space, and hopefully put some more points on the board.
Thanks, man. Good luck out there.
Of course, appreciate it.
Harry Douglas in the D.C. locker room.
I'm here with quarterback Jordan Ta'amu. In the second half, what do you guys need to do in order to have success?
We just got to keep the drive, alive, keep driving the field, keep playing smart, putting the ball in the right positions, the right players, and just go out there and execute. That's the main thing.
A little bit more tempo?
More tempo, more execution.
John.
All right, Harry, thank you so much. Both these quarterbacks have been in NFL camps with NFL experience.
Sure.
But when you're a backup or a third string, you don't necessarily get the kind of reps in the NFL. How critical is it for a quarterback is this experience for them in the XFL?
Oh, it's huge because the sample size, the more you play, the more there's to evaluate. And then from an NFL perspective, they want to see how these guys perform with the live bullets flying by. And when you're a 2 or a 3 in the National Football League, you're not getting any reps outside of individual period one-on-one, and then you're off to the side. And so this is a great opportunity to see how you handle pressure. How poised are you? What do you recognize in terms of coverage, and how fast can you process information? And, you heard Jordan Ta'amu and Ben DiNucci there just talking about taking advantage of the opportunity. When the play's there, let's make it. Let's be better on 3rd down. Let's make sure that we keep tempo in people. That seems to give them trouble. So processing that information and then taking it from the locker room, and then, of course, executing it, that'll get you going.
One of my favorite parts of this game so far in the first half, all the mics and all the players who have been given it the access. Let's take a listen to some of the best sounds of the first half.
Red, 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 red. Hey, go switch, go switch. Beautiful. Hands up. Wheel right. Wheel right, wheel right. Attaboy. 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 Let's go. Yeah. Let's go. Come on,
That's the standing room only section here inside the Audi Field here in D.C. Fans packing in here as they find their D.C. defenders down by 1 at the half. Let's take a look at tonight's progressive first half stats. And Luke, what stands out for you in that first half?
Really the 3rd down conversion, all right? 50% for D.C., that's fantastic, but not the point you'd like to see at the end of the day. And then for Seattle, they started off 3 for 3 on 3rd down and finished up the half 0 for 4. And we heard Ben DiNucci, the quarterback, talk about that. We've got to sustain drives. We've got to get first downs and just stack one positive play on top of the other.
Getting ready for the start of the second half. DC will get the ball first here in this 3rd quarter. Head coach Reggie Barlow getting a chance to be a professional head coach. Spent the last 6 seasons as the head coach at Virginia State. Before that, he was at Alabama State.
Had a lot of success as well. His offensive coordinator, Fred Keiss, when we asked, he's been with Coach Barlow for so long, we asked him, what makes this guy special? He teared up with us. And that's how emotionally attached he is and how in sync they are as coaches and why he stayed on his staff just about everywhere he's been.
So the players cannot move until the ball is touched by the kick returner. Here we go. Fielded, brought down at the 26. So DC will start with the ball first here in this 3rd quarter. Jordan Ta'amu started the game coming back out to lead his guys. He said growing up in Hawaii, it was the 3 F's: faith, family, and football. He's always wanted to be on the big stage, went to Ole Miss, has been in camps, was actually behind Patrick Mahomes in Kansas City during the COVID year. He said, this is my opportunity to get back to the NFL.
Well, if you're not going to get reps, that's a good guy to sit and watch.
Abram Smith talking a little smack as he is brought down. Austin Fallu out of Oregon.
Hey, Ricky, 28. Here we go. Ready, set, go.
Back to the ground with Smith. Back to that Tomo story, talking about how he's behind Patrick Mahomes. I asked him, I said, what did you learn sitting behind Patrick Mahomes, being in that quarterback room? He said, just the way every day Mahomes went out as a champion. He was the first one on the field and one of the last guys to leave. He also had a notebook that was so detailed. And he said, I have a notebook here for this XFL season. He said, I want to have a good touchdown to interception ratio, finish first in passing yards, and take care of the football. First three things in his notebook. As we have a flag.
False start, 88. False start, 88.
Before the snap, false start. Offense, number 88. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
That's Briley Moore, the tight end. Second false start called against DC tonight.
Well, it just hurts you to come out to start off the third quarter, get behind the chains so far, and it just limits what you can do with your play call at 3rd and 15.
Tamu airing it out. And lucky Jackson can't haul it in. Chris Jones was there in coverage for Seattle.
Punt. Here we go, off.
On 5 drives tonight for DC, they have 4 3-and-outs. Daniel Whelan set to punt it away for DC. A good kick. Kelvin McKnight will field it. Decides to return it left, cutting back. Still avoiding defenders and is now brought down. So Seattle with their first possession now here in this second half. We talked about how they started so hot, then cooled down towards the end of that first half. Let's see what DiNucci can do to get going here in this third quarter.
They're going to have to hold up front.
Blue, Charlie, blue.
Ben DiNucci knows he doesn't have the right personnel grouping. Blue is their personnel grouping, which means they needed that tight end on the field.
Best starting field position of the day for Seattle. And there's that tight end. That's why you need him on the field. Charlie Tuipulotu with the reception, a gain of 16.
Really nice job by DiNucci here, recognizing the corner blitz. The back picks it up. So now you just take what the defense gives you over the middle to big Charlie Tuipulotu. Big target over the middle.
First and 10 into DC territory. On the ground, jump cut. Knox to the outside, skips another defender. Brendan Knox picks up 3 of the 24-year-old out of Marshall. Had practice squad experience with Dallas, Kansas City. So many guys on the XFL have been on practice squads in NFL teams, just haven't been able to make the 53-man roster.
Well, not just practice squads. There have been guys that have made active rosters for a few years, and then maybe either they age out or they become a salary cap casualty. There are at least 7 guys that have made an active roster for more than 2 years on Seattle's roster alone here tonight.
2nd and 8. DiNucci to one of those guys, Josh Gordon. He has been his dependable receiver tonight.
One-on-one with a big cushion. Let's make it simple. I'm going to run the deep 10-yard stop, play pitch and catch, make it nice and easy. Single coverage to the boundary side. It doesn't get any easier than that for Ben DiNucci. And that's the respect that Josh Gordon gets on the perimeter. Nobody wants to get taken advantage of over the top by a 6'3" former All-Pro that's 225 pounds.
Trying to mix it up back to the ground with Knox. DiNucci's been effective through the air, 19 of 24, approaching 200 yards through the air so far for DiNucci.
You know, he's made one poor decision. Remember, in the first quarter, almost resulted in the interception. Aside from that, everything that DC's done, he's kind of just picked the right open spot. And a lot of those have been underneath dink and dunk type throws, but hey, just complete them and let your skill guys do the rest.
On 3rd and 6, swing pass to the outside, making something happen. That's Blake Jackson, and he will get a first down. Ben DiNucci, in his only start in the NFL on Sunday Night Football against the Eagles, 21 of 40, 180 yards.
One start, but it's for the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday Night Football. Huh? How about that? And looking for another opportunity to maybe have more future starts in the National Football League. It's so much about right place, right time, right people around you.
DiNucci looking at Gordon, overthrows him and send it down to Stormy.
That Sunday night professional debut for DiNucci. To this day, he told me that is the only game that his parents actually didn't get to see. It was during the 2020 COVID season, and they were actually dealing with COVID at the time. So while some other people and friends and family got to be in the stands, they didn't. So he said he is thrilled that not only are his parents, but 50+ people are here in the stands today supporting him. He's from Pittsburgh. They made the 4 or so hour drive down here, and he's thrilled to show out for them today.
Oh, that is awesome, Stormy. Good stuff. DiNucci here on 2nd and 10. Quick throw will find Pearson. And DiNucci's an interesting story, too, because originally out of high school, he committed to playing the Ivy League. He was committed to the University of Pennsylvania. The coaching staff changed at Pitt 2 weeks before signing period, was brought into Pitt, and then his career took off from there.
Yep. Ended up at JMU and really, really successful there at James Madison. And again, a guy with a lot of talent that can really get rid of the football. He's proven to be productive, and in this offense, June Jones, in this version of the run and shoot, he's tailor-made.
3rd and 3. Knox lowers the shoulder, still on his feet. Touchdown, Seattle Sea Dragons. What a move by Brendan Knox. 13-yard touchdown run. Nobody brought him down.
The 220-pounder Adam Marshall. You see number 28 right there. Bounce this play to the perimeter. And then there's just patience and contact balance. Don't allow the first low tackle to bring you down, especially when you're built the way Brendan Knox is. And really nice balance. Going for 3 here for Seattle. But nice balance run to pass on that drive for the Sea Dragons.
So no kicks for extra points. You could go for 1, 2, or 3-point conversion. They're going to decide to go from 3 for the 10-yard line. Here's DiNucci, throws it up, but we do have a flag.
Offsides, defense, number 98, 5-yard penalty, try. Try still for 3, right, Jeff? Still for 3. Correct.
Yep.
And that's a good point to remember.
Absolutely. A penalty does not negate what the actual extra point will be worth. So now we're going to get 5 yards closer to the end zone, but it'll still be 3 points. And a smart, heady play there by Ben DiNucci, knowing he had the penalty. Let's throw it up and take a shot to Josh Gordon in the end zone.
3-point conversion from the 5-yard line after the penalty. DiNucci with space in front. He's going to take off, and he's got the end zone. 3-point conversion is good.
Ben DiNucci sealing the deal off of the Brendan Knox touchdown run. Due to the penalty, an extra 5 yards, still worth 3. Ben DiNucci just taking what the defense gives him. 3 points, good. Seattle up.
Seattle with their first point since the first quarter, a touchdown plus a 3-point conversion. They go up by 10 here in this third quarter. The owners of the XFL, Jared Cardinal, Danny Garcia, Dwayne Johnson, with the vision and the passion to work over the last few years to make this XFL a reality. And what a job they have done. I talked to some of the players here in the XFL, and they said, you know, when you play in the NFL, you don't necessarily get a chance to go to see the owners.
Right.
They have been at every single game this weekend, and I'll tell you, the players have noticed it, and that's what they love about the XFL. Buy-in from the top. Returned by DC. They will come back out on offense. Let's send it down to Stormy on the Seattle sideline.
Yeah, we've got the Sea Dragons' recent touchdown scorer, Mr. Knox, here. How much of that TD do you credit to good blocking or just your patience and vision in the moment?
A little bit of both, honestly. Just trying to be a tone setter and pick the whole offense up and just do my part.
How much are you liking the fact that your coach keeps going for 3 on these, playing aggressive?
I love it. I can't lie. I love it.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, Stormy. The DC with their best starting field position of the night. They will start from the 32-yard line, finding themselves down by 10. But with a 1, 2, or 3-point conversion attempt, you are really never out of a game. Ta'amu looking deep down the field, one-on-one coverage, and just overran it. Josh Malone was trying to locate the ball, but just couldn't find it.
Yeah, Jordan Ta'amu had what he wanted. Just didn't place the ball across the field. See if he takes a shot here right as he delivers the football. Sure does. If he could have led Malone across the field, he would have had an opportunity. Malone, you see right there, having to stop short.
PJ Hall was the guy who applied that pressure. Here's the flag blowing this play dead.
False start, 0 offense.
So that's the wide receiver Josh Hammond called for the false start against DC.
53, 53, 53. Hey, close left, strike left. Close left, strike left. Bench strike, bench strike, bench strike. Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready. Set, go.
Here comes the blitz by Seattle. Ta'amu just has to get rid of it. Seattle, they brought everybody.
Seattle's smelling blood in the water right now, and the more DC shows that they're going to struggle to protect the quarterback, the more you're going to see Ron Zook, the defensive coordinator for Seattle, keep applying the pressure.
Daniel Jones, the first guy in there on Ta'amu. 3rd and 15. You see Seattle drawing up pressure here again?
I think they're going to sit back and make DC earn it. Exactly what they do.
Ta'amu one-on-one coverage. Looking for Malone again. Good coverage by Chris Jones, the cornerback out of Nebraska. Let's send it down to Harry.
I'm here with defensive coordinator Greg Williams. What are some of the things that's going wrong right now on defense?
The big thing is we just got to tackle better. You know, we missed the tackle there down there on the touchdown. We had 2 guys just bounce off of him. We've got to do a better job of that, and we've dropped 3 interceptions today. So it's making the plays that we're supposed to make, okay? Continue to play hard, continue to fight hard, and then good things will happen then.
Thanks, Coach.
You bet.
All right, Harry, thank you, Harry. Whelan punts it away, bouncing in front of Kelvin McKnight. Eventually fields it, slips down, ball comes out. But looks like McKnight got back on top of it. So the 5th 3-and-out for DC on 6 drives.
Right now, so auto to lurk. They've got 10 personnel.
DC is complaining that Seattle defense is calling out the offensive cadence. That's where they're getting the jumps. I'm not hearing anything, so not much we can do about it.
I hear you, Harry, because obviously that's a complaint just about at every level of football, and with all of the mics out here in the XFL, if that's happening, it should be pretty easy to decipher.
We do have a penalty flag.
Still on the snap, though. We're on the snap. Veterans possession, still on the snap.
So Seattle will get backed up into the loudest part of this stadium as lemons are coming on the field.
So what this crew is upset about, you see in the back of the end zone right there, is they have a tradition here amongst Defenders fans. And that is they make a beer cup snake out of their empty beer cups and the stadium security took it away from them. So now the fans are revolting.
It looks like it's lemons.
So in a revolt, the fans are throwing lemons.
Yep.
The referees are clearing the players off the field for player safety. The fans say, give us our beer snake back and we'll stop throwing lemons.
I think it's a small ask.
We're in a stalemate here.
I really do. Who's gonna fold?
Who's got the power to give the fans their beer snake back?
They're having none of it. Harry needs to get over there and get one of those lemons and take a big bite into it. See how fresh it is. There he is. I see him going over.
So after the penalty, backs up Seattle, 1st and 15. DiNucci pressured, and they got him. Jarrell Owens with the sack.
That's exactly what they needed. Back up this offense even more. Get that crowd cranked up behind this Seattle offense.
Seattle going the wrong direction. 2nd and 19 now. Quick pass to the outside. Damian Wills. He only got 3. Talk about true home field advantage for DC tonight.
Tell 24 to keep his head up on them hits. 24.
Now, here we go. We got Ruby. Let's go. Dabo. Dabo to Lurk. Dabo to Lurk.
So Greg Williams with the play call sheet in front of his face. Is that just because a creature of habit? Because we can still hear him even though we can't see what he's saying.
No doubt.
3rd and 16. Here comes the pressure. Intercepted. Michael Joseph with the pick 6 and the flips. We'll give you some style points. It's an XFL party here in DC and everyone's invited.
Let's go. Credit Greg Williams as he just talked with Harry Douglas. Keep playing hard, keep playing fast. Good things will happen. And that's exactly what just transpired on that drive. They got field position, they got Seattle behind the chains, and then you come up with a big play with your home crowd right behind you.
First turnover of the night. DC turns it into 6. Let's see what they're going to do here on the conversion.
No, let's go ahead and get the try, and then we go to break and get it fixed.
In the XFL, we do not kick for extra points. You go for 1 from the 2-yard line, 2 from the 5-yard line, or 3 from the 10-yard line. Looks like DC setting up from the 5, so they're going to go for a 2-point conversion. De'Aaron King in at quarterback for DC. King keeps it himself, plunging forward. Waiting for the signal. Still waiting. I haven't seen it.
You already went up? Okay.
On the field, the try is good. They're looking at it. They're looking at it. Here we go, guys. Attaboy!
Ruling on the field is a score.
That's Dean Blandino in the command center looking at it.
And then I've got up. The ball's already breaking the plane at that point. He's up all the way, absolutely. Yep. Yep, I've got a good try. I've got a good try. The try is good. We've confirmed the try. Yep. That's up. That's a good look.
So you heard Dean, the try is good. DC turns that pick 6 into 8. What a ball game here in Washington, DC. The pick 6 by Michael Joseph. Yeah, Greg Williams, the defensive coordinator, he loves it. DC with the momentum right now. Let's take a look at tonight's progressive game flow.
See the sack right here. Early, backing up Seattle. And then just lurking in a cover 2 look with a soft corner. And Greg Williams called it. Play hard, play fast, good things will happen. Points on the board. We got ourselves a ball game.
Harry's got the star on defense.
I'm here at cornerback Michael Joseph. What was the defensive call? What did you see?
Coach called a little cover 2. Honestly, the crowd was going crazy before they was going. So I told myself, it's time. We got to make a play. It's Mike Joe. And coach, the quarterback threw the little out route again. Earlier I spelled him, but this time I had to make a play. Have a party in the end zone, man.
Did the lemons ignite the defense?
It honestly did, man. They throwing lemons. Crowd going crazy. We got them backed up. Like I said, when my back against the wall, you know, I got to make a play. And shit, that's what I did.
Thank you.
The lemons are the game changer. How about that? McKnight with some moves. Crosses the 25 out of bounds. Stormy, what else do you know about the lemons?
Yeah, so I went over there to the stands and just asked, hey guys, what happened? Why did the beer snake get taken away? They said they have no idea, but if you don't give us beer snake, we're going to continue to give you lemons here. And this is something that's very important to them, so much so that it started another beer snake chant. They want to root on their team, but they want their 20,000 plus ounces of that wonderful juice consumed and in a long snake up the entire stands for them to have that.
Well, Stormy, I'll tell you, it has captured the American people because there is a hashtag of Free the Snake trending on Twitter right now.
Is that right?
That is right.
Free the Snake. XFL is alive and well. Danucci pressured, will get rid of it. So does that mean Stormy is now the official mediator since she went in the middle?
I did. I got right into the fire, guys. This entire end zone reeks of beer, but I mean, I guess in a good way if you're one of these fans. But I got to tell you, Reggie Barlow, before the season, even said that if he were to get a win out here, he wants to have a beer and add it to the top of the beer snake. So we got a serious situation on our hands down here, fellas.
The masses have spoken, including the head coach of the DC Defenders.
Here we go.
Got to give the people what they want.
Second and 10, Danucci flushed out again to his right. He gets rid of it as he's decked. And Danucci, he is just running around. Francis Bernard was the guy who decked him.
Look at how this crowd and the defensive touchdown has ignited the momentum for DC as a football team. The energy in the stadium has changed. Nowhere to go with the football for Ben Danucci. And this place is getting cranked up.
This offense for Seattle was so hot. Scored a touchdown on their first drive, a field goal on their second drive. Have not done much since. Ben Danucci now, 3 straight incompletions. 3rd and 10. Pressured again, finds his running back in Ellison, but he's going to be short of the marker. Jamal Brooks there on the stop for DC.
Jamal Brooks laying the hat against Morgan Ellison, who's a 6'1", 230-pound back.
You know, Luke, this is something we've seen in other games. No matter how hot a team starts, because these teams haven't played in a while, the game shifts a lot throughout.
Big time. Big time. Great point, because, again, you're starting to get a feel for one another when it's full speed and it's real.
Lazard, the deep man, fielding that one, crosses the 30, spun around. They got to pick up his leg to get him down as he's finally brought to the grass. Catch episode 2 of the XFL docuseries Player 54 Chasing the XFL Dream on Thursday at 5 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. and then available to stream on ESPN+. It's directed by Peter Berg. This 9-part docuseries chronicles the creation of the XFL under new ownership and provides an all-access look at all 8 teams. Take a look at guys that want to make it. I mean, this is the success stories from the XFL. This is what they're trying to do.
No question. And if you shine, if you can take your opportunity, translate it to performance, and find yourself in that spot, then you got to take advantage of it at the next level as well.
Derek King in at quarterback. His first throw is on the money to Lucky Jackson. And this is something we expected from DC as well, seeing both quarterbacks.
We did, and I love how they used Derek King on the extra point with the quarterback run. He's so explosive and sudden. Now we'll see what he can do in the passing game as well.
King will keep it himself. He is tripped up. And a gain of 1 will bring up 3rd down. King, who went to Houston, finished his career at Miami. This is another opportunity for a quarterback with a high profile to get some reps. 3rd and 2 on the ground. What a speed burst. Raquel Armstead gets the first down, a gain of 4.
And you know what makes that play happen? The fact that Derek King's in the game because he's always a threat to keep it. That's the one advantage at quarterback that DC seems to have over the other teams in the league from what I've seen this weekend, and that is a quarterback that's dangerous with their legs, not just 1, but 2.
Fakes the throw, the screen wasn't there, so King will take off with his legs, still on his feet. Penalty flag is out. We'll see what that is as King is pushed down inside the 15. Jordan Evans was there on the stop. Let's see what the flag's about.
You got to hold.
You got to hold?
63 offense.
63?
63.
63?
Here on offense.
You don't have a number? There are 2 fouls in the play, both on the offense. There are 2 fouls in the play, both on the offense. Holding, offense, that penalty's declined. Holding, offense, number 63, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. First down.
We're going to be on the line when we come back. Deep breaths, everybody.
See the left guard right there. And it's going to happen late because he doesn't know that Derek King's taken off. Oh, I think that is really ticky-tack.
You don't notice they kept the ball on the field at the end of the play just in case DC wanted to challenge that call. They decide not to use it. That negated a 40-yard run. This is Armstead. Gets a lot of those penalty yards back.
Back strike.
Gains
back
11.
Strike, back strike. Back strike. Back strike.
Spread left, 16 fire. Spread left, 16 fire.
Second and 5 with Seattle starting to crowd the box. Derek King calling an audible. Empty backfield, watch out. That ball's up and for grabs. And that hit the ground incomplete. Antonio Brooks, he had a free pass to King, and that affected the pass. And now we do have a player down.
3rd down.
That is Lyndon Stevens for Seattle, who is still down after the play.
Right here, she's running through it. You can ask her.
If you tipping on that one for a forward pass, do it a little bit longer for me. So when I look back,
I didn't need to do it. That's right.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I was
when
worried about the
back,
contact.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it looked like it was all on the arm and the throw.
Jeff, we're going to be on the line whenever we come back.
Even
18 on the play clock. Yeah. He's got to come out.
What you need, 10-4, check, 1, 2, 3. Nobody can hear. I know, that's what we figured out, because nobody, Dean can't hear me.
So Lyndon Stevens back to his feet. He'll have to come off the field for a play. It'll bring up 3rd and 5 for DC. The defenders tonight, 4 for 9 on 3rd down conversions. King slinging it in and out of the hands of his receiver, Azard.
Derek King wants to go for it here. See Fred Keiss, the offensive coordinator. Still a little over a minute left to go with an entire quarter remaining. Last time that they got this Seattle offense backed up inside their own 10, if they can get some field position here, good things happen for DC on defense.
Fair catch is called for by Kelvin McKnight. Take a look at the upcoming schedule for week 2 here in the XFL. On Thursday, Seattle with a short week. They go home. They face St. Louis on FX at 9 p.m. Eastern. On Saturday at 7, DC is at Las Vegas. That's also on FX. The next Sunday, got a doubleheader at 4 Eastern. San Antonio is at Orlando on ESPN. And in the nightcap at 7 p.m. Eastern, Arlington is at Houston on ESPN2. A minute to play here in this 3rd quarter. Seattle with a 2-point lead. Making a jump cut to the left is Knox. He's brought down at the 21, a gain of 3.
I'll tell you one thing. Seattle wants this quarter to end so they can get out of the shadow of that end zone.
Is this one of the best home field advantage in the entire XFL?
Without question. It's a fantastic venue. Seats about 22,000. So, and they're right on top of you. It's a vertical stadium. It's a vertical setup. Really good for football.
2nd and 7. DiNucci will step up in the pocket, chase down from behind, and he's going to be dropped. Francis Bernard, the linebacker, making the stop. Got the curls bouncing. Bernard, he's been bouncing around all night.
There's just nowhere to go with the football. Very fortunate to hold on to the ball as he gets taken down to the ground. And once again, as this quarter ends, another 3rd and long.
That is the end of the 3rd quarter here in Washington, D.C. You are watching the XFL on ESPN. Take a look at our game summary tonight here in D.C. Ben DiNucci approaching 200 passing yards, has a touchdown and an interception. Defenders defense, their last 3 drives, 5 plays, -1 yard, and that huge pick 6 that got D.C. back in this ballgame. John Schriffen alongside Ton Luganbill, Harry Douglas, Stormy Bonantoni. We've got a good one as we get ready to start the 4th quarter here in D.C. It'll be 3rd and 9 for Seattle. DiNucci into double coverage, and it's picked off. Michael Joseph, his 2nd interception of the night, still on his feet, brought down inside the 15, and the DC defenders' defense strikes again.
Greg Williams loving it. You're just going to see him just kind of sink, and he baits Ben DiNucci into thinking that he's going to cover the flat route, the target in the flat, and then he sinks late, reads the eyes of the quarterback, and just makes a fantastic play. That was really textbook how you want to play cover 2. Obviously well coached, has some experience in baiting the quarterback right there, and now you're going to have a pick 6 by big number 15, and he put his offense inside the 15-yard line.
This is the first start for either team in the opposing team's territory. De'Aaron King will stay in at quarterback. Keeps it himself, dragged down, just thrown down from behind by Emmanuel Smith, and that'll draw penalty flags.
10-yard penalty?
Yes, I lost the number. I believe it's 5, but don't say the number.
Okay.
Hey, Dean, can you help me out with the number on the horse collar?
Personal foul, horse collar, defense, automatic, first down.
It's Emmanuel Smith, number 43. It's a really good call there. Again, one of those calls that you're hoping to avoid from an injury perspective of guys going back and down awkwardly.
That's another thing the XFL has done a really good job of. Yes, they're getting exciting plays, but they're also making sure that players stay safe.
Yeah, and it's really been innovative because the rules have allowed the game to have some purity that we're all used to, yet at the same time maintain the explosive plays, get the returns, get field position, and maintain player safety.
King up the middle, he's in there, touchdown DC. The defenders now take the lead.
No, rarely in professional football are you having to contend with a true running quarterback that on every given snap, defensively you have to account for quarterback run, which means you're playing 11 on 11, not 11 on 10 when the quarterback's a runner. And boy, this makes this DC offense dangerous.
They're setting up from the 5-yard line, which means DC is to elect go for 2 here. They do not kick extra points in the XFL.
Jordan Ta'amu back on the field at quarterback.
No, I'm telling you though.
Coach, let me stand place
I'm telling you, right house.
So Jordan Ta'amu.
Hey, 154. Hey, easy, yellow.
Some confusion, and here come the penalty flags.
False start, offense, number 77, 5-yard penalty, try.
Hey, Ken, we're here.
Liam Fornadell, right tackle number 77, little antsy. They were trying to set up a little razzle-dazzle. They're going to snap it right to the running back, Abram Smith, and try to leak out Jordan Ta'amu.
So the backs him up 5 yards, but it's still a 2-point attempt. Ta'amu scanning to his left, now to his right, running around, and he is dropped. Sharif Miller in there for the sack. 2-point conversion, no good.
Tell you what is good, momentum for the guys wearing red and white. It has flipped here in the second half.
We do have a late flag. Let's check it out.
Did you see 96 punch?
I thought he gave him a nut tap.
96 punch.
Kicking team, receiving team. So he's disqualified.
Dean's checking.
Okay.
We're looking. Did he punch? It's not a blow to the head. Did he punch him in the midsection?
It looked like it was that low towards his midsection.
They were close together, and he punched him up towards the gut.
You see him react, right? You see him react.
After the play, like the 12-yard line.
We can't see it. Wait, hold on.
I'm gonna change your path.
Is it a little bit of yeah. Okay. Yeah, we've got it. It's a punch to the midsection. If you're going to eject, we can eject. Yep.
He's off.
Okay, what was the number again?
96.
96.
He's ejected for a punch.
So now he's going to be in force 15 from the
Turn off the PA. Turn off the PA.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct against the receiving team, number 96. Throwing a punch, he is disqualified. That 15-yard penalty being assessed. Ensuing kickoff.
That is Daniel Jones of Seattle.
So, Jeff, we're just going to move the kicker. Everybody stays where they normally are.
All right, moving up to the 40. Correct. Everyone will stay where they are except for the kicker. Move up 15.
Hold on, Peter. Who is it on? Which team?
I got. It's on.
Hold on 1 second. Timeout. Hold on. It's on the receiving team. You got to back up the other way, Peter.
Well, that's what makes the XFL so innovative. We heard every part of that conversation to figure out how to get to that ejection.
The announcement from Jeff.
Well, and the fact that there's a lot of factors, there's a lot of angles, you got to be able to see it and then work through it visually.
Go. So McKnight touches it. Players can go after him. And he is brought down after crossing the 30. DC has got all the momentum right now, and they can thank their defense. 2 interceptions, 1 pick six. The second one set them up for a touchdown.
When we came on air, you know, one of the things we knew that Greg Williams was going to do, the defensive coordinator for DC, was he was going to give a lot of simulated pressures up front. He was going to have a lot of post-snap movement with the defensive secondary to try and confuse this offense, and it's really started to play itself out in favor of the defenders.
DiNucci finds Jackson. Can't get anything going. He stopped for no gain.
Early on, when Seattle was playing really well, they were playing with rhythm, they were moving the ball. A lot more man-to-man defense, clear reads for the quarterback. Since then, they've made a shift to a lot more post-snap zone looks that haven't been as clear of a read for Ben DiNucci.
Empty backfield, sidearm throw, sails his receiver, VC.
Trips right. 81X slant, Hawaii. Trips left. 81X slant, Hawaii.
So obviously you're going to get your X on a slant route. Now Hawaii is a name for a pass concept that the other 3 receivers will be doing, maybe with some backfield action here.
3rd and 10 for the Sea Dragons.
Yes.
Here's Jackson, but he cannot stretch far enough to get to that first down. He's going to be a couple yards short.
Been tough for Seattle offensively because they can't get ahead of the chains on 1st and 2nd down. So they're always in 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10. Got to start winning on 1st and 2nd down if you're Seattle.
So Cameron Nislek will be on to punt for Seattle. A booming punt. If that one goes in the end zone, it will come out to the 35-yard line. One of the new rules here on punts, to try to create punt returns. If it goes out of bounds or in the end zone, you take it out to the 35. DC with a 4-point lead here in this 4th quarter. You know it's going to be a good one. Here in the 4th quarter, DC with a 4-point lead over Seattle. Let's go to Dean Blandino in the command center. Dean, walk us through the ejection of Daniel Joseph and how you found that punch.
Yeah, so the officials threw the flag initially, and they were asking for confirmation. They saw a punch. We were looking through our different angles. We were able to zoom in on what's the all-22 shot, which shows all 22 players, and we did confirm that the punch was thrown, and we could see it right here on my camera. Was able to communicate to the on-field crew and confirm the ejection. Had we not seen it and didn't have the video, we would have kept the 15-yard penalty, but no ejection.
And I think, Dean, I think that's the one thing that folks have got to understand. Sometimes they ask, whoa, why is this taking so long? Or what's dragging here? And it's all of the different angles that you have to confirm, and not one single angle is necessarily going to show you what you need to see.
Exactly. There was one angle out of 12 or 13 that we're sifting through that actually gave us the information we needed.
Awesome stuff. Thank you, Dean. This is De'Aaron King. He has become a threat, picking up 5 yards here on 1st down for DC.
Yes, the Seattle defense is pretty happy to see number 3 going off the sideline.
Hey, close right, close right, close right. Here we go. Close right. Hey, tick.
So as King goes off, Jordan Ta'amu in shotgun formation for the defenders. Keeps it, throws it over the hands of the defenders. And that'll be a first down.
Church left.
Completes that to Josh Hammond.
Ethan, tell him. Hey, over 6 guys, 22. Over 6 guys, 22. Close right.
This is what we saw from DC in their second drive, using more tempo to keep the defense off balance.
And a lot more successful doing it.
To the ground they go, Abram Smith. Smith lowers the boom. That's the former linebacker from Baylor. He said, I want to be the guy delivering the blow.
And right now, they got to get lined up fast. They've got Seattle on their heels. Let's line up, run a play. I think you're in 2-down territory here. It's only 2nd down. You got to use this tempo.
Here we go. Ready. Set, go.
2nd and 3. Smith somehow finds his way out of the pile, picks up 5 yards and another first down. Emmanuel Smith eventually brought him down.
Man, look at him just churning the legs right here. Real patient, kind of steady, and then finds a little hole to bounce to the outside. But look at his feet, continuing to move. And see, this is where the fast-paced clock rules of the XFL really benefit the team that is capable of running the football. The clock's not going to stop for anything.
Ready, set, go.
They're going to use Smith here in this 4th quarter. Gets around the corner, dragged down by Jordan Evans. Abram Smith said that one year where he was a linebacker at Baylor, it said he's now like a cheat code.
12.
Turn change.
Under center. Pro left, 46.
Pro left,
Hold
46.
on, stay in the huddle. Stay in the huddle.
Pro left, 46.
Pro left, 46.
Hold on,
We're
ready.
good. Pro left.
Let's go.
This is likely going to end up being their counter to the right. So they're going to run the football. 46, that's an even number. There it is.
It's the backup running back, Armstead. And Armstead gets no gain, brings up 3rd and short.
Back strike.
Now, because so many players are mic'd up, we're not letting everything get out to the public, but we're hearing some things. Let's just say they're talking trash to each other right now.
Well, let's just say we're hearing football.
Ready. Set, go. Hey, 29, 30.
All right.
Ready, set, go.
3rd and 3. DC's been effective on the ground. This is Armstead, and he finds enough for another first down.
You hear coaches say, or you hear people say, we got to be able to run the football when we have to. You got to be able to run the football when you want to. Right now, DC is lining up and saying, we want to run the football, and we're going to run it there, and we're going to run it there, and there's not too much Seattle can do about it.
What shifted in this game? Because for most of this game, Seattle had control.
Tempo and Derek King changing the offense and how Seattle defended them.
Armstead with a running start. Another good gain on first down.
Great gain on first down. And then obviously we have to note the obvious. A pick 6 on defense, and then an interception that set up the offense for DC on the 15-yard line going in. But from an offensive perspective, Derek King's made a difference.
Let's not forget about the Lemons.
Well,
DC fans, they've played a part in this as well.
There's no doubt. I mean, you take away a beer snake, and you never know what's going to happen.
Ready, set, go.
2nd and 4. Smith, it takes 2 guys to bring him down. It's a loss of 3. That was Bryce Thompson, Emmanuel Smith with the double team.
Bunch left, yellow Cleveland. Yellow Cleveland.
Here we go. Bunch left, yellow Cleveland. I'm on ready. Let's go.
It's another effective drive, just eating up clock for DC right now.
Yep.
Ready. Set, go.
3rd and 7. Tamu intercepted. That's Thompson with the pick for Seattle. And Thompson said, we're going to go to your fans. You've been throwing lemons at us. Take a look at this.
Well, be careful what you wish for. Here it comes. I got to be honest with you. I'm really surprised they chose to throw the football right there. The way you're running it, you could choose to have 4-down territory, all right, or you kick a field goal and get some points on the board with 7 minutes left.
I'm surprised Thompson went into enemy territory. He's got lemons, cups, everything flying at him. Seattle gets the ball back, down by 4 here in the 4th quarter.
The new XFL has arrived.
And it is here to stay.
1, 2, 3.
We're making it about her and him and them and you. It's a chance for everyone to be a part of something bigger.
Something that just might be more than football.
A whole new beginning starts February 18th. Come experience the XFL.
Don't wait. Get your season tickets today. Buy now at xfl.com/tickets.
A DC touchdown there would have made it a 2-possession game, but we are stuck now. It is a 4-point lead for DC after Seattle came up with a huge interception. Stormy, who you got for us?
Yeah, Bryce Thompson over here, a huge interception, potentially game-changing. What did you see to come up with that one?
We was in man. They came out in bunch. So we went to our call. We locked in with our man. See ball, go get ball.
Got it done. Thank you.
Thank you.
Love it. See ball, get ball.
All it takes.
Let go.
This is Pearson. Picks up 3 on 1st down. You feel like 1st down these last few drives has been a critical down for Seattle.
It has, and they haven't. They haven't helped themselves because they just keep getting behind the chain, so it limits their play calls, and they get frustrated. Now you start to press a little bit.
Goes back to Pearson, and Pearson has enough to move the chains.
Here we go. Same call, same call.
So going same call. Doing a nice job right here, just throwing it out into the flat. So that's zone defense. Greg Williams calling for the same.
Receiver slipped down, but still able to make the catch. Danucci. Again with good yardage on 1st down to Kelvin McKnight.
Hot whistle, Oscar. Hot
81
whistle,
drop.
Oscar.
H
Hot whistle,
levels
Oscar.
881 drop. Levels H choice.
Coach June Jones, you see there on the right, when he says H choice, he's going to give that H a choice of a 2-way go based off of the coverage.
Empty backfield on 2nd and 5. It is tipped, incomplete. Looked like Santos Ramirez was the guy to get his hand on the ball.
You see Ben talking to himself. Get it out, Ben.
Get your hands up. Repeat it again, get your hands up. Double move alert.
Socks, D's.
Double move alert. How did he know that?
Well, he knows that there's been a lot of short stuff that's been thrown. So you get the double move and all of a sudden don't give one up over the top.
3rd and 5 over the middle in traffic. That is complete. Kelvin McKnight. A grab right at the 1st down marker. That's enough for a 1st down.
It's a really good spot. That's exactly where that ball ended up and where it was caught.
Trips left up. 861, 861, 861.
Clock continues to tick. Under 5 minutes to play here in this 4th quarter.
Let go.
Danucci, he gets it out. A little too hot, overthrew his receiver, Juwan Green.
What you're starting to see here is when Seattle gets into no backs, an empty set, meaning there's no running back in the backfield next to the quarterback, that's a trigger to DC that they're going to pressure them. They're going to bring one more than Seattle can block. That time they just brought the kitchen sink, forced Ben DiNucci to have to get the ball out of his hand quickly.
You'll notice even on incompletions, the clock will continue to move until we're inside the final 2 minutes. 2nd and 10. DiNucci. And Jackson is just hammered. Anthony Hines, a huge tackle after a gain of 5.
Hot whistle Oscar. Hot whistle Oscar. Hot whistle Oscar.
860. Jump, jump. Jump, jump. Jump, jump.
3 timeouts left. Clock's rolling. Possible 4-down territory here. Don't have to necessarily get this all back.
Crowd here is coming alive. Big 3rd and 5 coming up. Swing pass to the outside. Pearson still trying to make something happen, and he can't get there. A loss of 3. Decision time. What do you do for Seattle?
Right now, number one, if you're Pearson, you don't ever go back to the inside. That's where all the bad guys are. The offense is staying on the field. Clock's winding down. 3 timeouts left for Seattle. If they're going to go, they have to make a decision and go now. They've wasted way too much time here.
Play clock is winding down. DiNucci gets the snap off. Out route is jumped by the defender. Incomplete. That's DeJuan Neal reading the eyes of the quarterback.
It's just a speed cut out route, a timing route to the single side of the field. Plenty of cushion, but then look at Neal squat on it. He knows what's coming. He knows that Seattle receiver is going to run a route to get to the line to gain, and he's ready for it. Great discipline with his feet and his eyes. Nice play by Neal.
Everyone thought Seattle would have the best offense in the XFL. Now you got to give respect to the DC defense because they've stepped up big time after time tonight.
No question, and it didn't start out very clean, and they kind of trying to struggle to find their way, but once they did, well, they've kind of taken over this game.
D'Eriq King at quarterback will hand it off to Smith.
First charge timeout. Seattle.
Remember, you're going to have
game clock to 2 minutes, 29 seconds.
The two-minute warning will stop the clock as well. So 3 timeouts left, 1 being spent here.
No.
All right, Stormy, you are our betting expert. Tell us, winding down, 4-point game, what should we be looking at? What should we be looking at?
Well, under bettors, I got to tell you, we're very frustrated by that Ben DiNucci interception to set up DC to take the go-ahead score because now we are clear and over. But you mentioned Seattle getting a lot of love for what they thought was going to be a very efficient defense. That's why they were a 2.5-point favorite in this game. That alongside the coaching aspect, them not being able to get in the end zone there has favorites bettors sweating for sure. They'd be the first money line favorite not to win this weekend, fellas.
Ooh, I love that insight. 2nd and 5, King keeps it. Just gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Second charge timeout. Seattle, 30 seconds in length. Please reset the game clock. 2 minutes, 24 seconds. Thank you.
So Seattle now with just 1 timeout remaining. Now that's also critical because you see the mark, the chip underneath that timeout, that red chip.
Yep.
That is a challenge. You can challenge any play, whether it's reviewable or not. The key is you have to have a timeout remaining in order to use it. But for Seattle, it's all about saving time here.
No doubt. And this is a huge 3rd down for them right now. Again, the 2-minute warning will come. Essentially serve as an extra timeout.
D'Eriq King at quarterback on 3rd and 5. Across the formation. This is Hazard. And he is thrown down to the grass. He'll be 2 yards short. So Seattle decides to take their third and final timeout before the 2-minute warning. Now, because of that, they will lose their challenge here in regulation.
Yep.
Tito's, 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 play bump, play Tito's, Tito's, bump, bump.
Do you like that timeout, or should they have just waited for the 2-minute warning?
I think they should have waited for the 2-minute warning, because not only have you now expelled all of your timeouts, you've expelled, to your point, the challenge in case you were to need it if some play gets made that's questionable. And again, you can make a challenge without a penalty. It doesn't have to be a response to a penalty. If a coach sees something from the sideline and says, wait a minute, that was defensive holding, you didn't call that, we want to challenge that. As long as they're very descriptive, but now you've lost the timeout and the challenge.
First charge timeout, DC, 30 seconds in length.
So DC elects to call a timeout on 4th and 2. They're trying to win it here.
Hey guys, we gotta get this now. We gotta get this, right? 2 yards.
So this is actually one of the most interesting rules in the XFL, and the XFL is working in conjunction with the NFL. You can challenge any play, whether it's been called on the field or not. You just have to have a timeout remaining.
ADO, man, ADO.
And again, as a reminder, a lot of people think, okay, well, your challenge is to a penalty that was called, or a spot, or something like that. But it doesn't have to be that. It could be something that anybody noticed from the booth or on the field that you want to challenge.
DC, their first 4th down attempt of the night. King's going to keep it himself, and he's not going to get it. Trey Walker stepping up big for Seattle.
Jordan Evans, Trey Walker do a really good job of sealing the backside. You know when you've got quarterback run, if he decides to reverse field, which Derek King attempted to do right there. Nice gap discipline and integrity from that front 7 for Seattle, giving this offense a chance now with 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go. Even though they don't have a timeout, they're going to get a clock stoppage with the 2-minute warning. This may end up playing in Seattle's favor.
And under 2 minutes, we go back to regular rules where out of bounds and incompletion stop the clock as well. For Seattle, this is their best starting field position of the night. DiNucci steps up, sidearm, out of bounds, incomplete. Looking at VC. We've reached the 2-minute warning here in DC. A 4-point lead for the defenders. Come on back.
All right, bring it in.
Doesn't matter whether you're a player, a fan, a coach,
or an entire city.
We all have a part to play in this game.
This is your moment to show up, to show out. So come with that hunger, because now is the time.
Week 2 of the XFL kicks off Thursday on FX, continues on FX Saturday, and wraps up Sunday on ESPN and ESPN2.
DC up by 4 over Seattle, and this is how they got their football team back in the game. Quarterback pressure throughout the evening from about the mid-second quarter on, and they just were relentless. And then they got the Seattle offense backed up in the loudest portion of the stadium, forced a pick 6, and again, getting into the face of Seattle quarterback Ben DiNucci, getting them off platform and off schedule. This defense did its job, and I go back to Greg Williams. Harry Douglas interviewed him. He said, if we just keep playing fast and we keep playing hard, good things are going to happen.
2 minutes to play in regulation. DiNucci throwing on the run across his body, throws a strike to Josh Gordon. What a dime by DiNucci.
This is an absolute frozen rope rolling to your left as a right-handed quarterback and just rips this. Whoa. Really good resourcefulness there by Ben DiNucci and Josh Gordon, former All-Pro, second-round draft choice of the Cleveland Browns, taking care of business.
A 22-yard pickup. DiNucci now goes to the other side. This is to Pearson. And they said inbound, so the clock will continue to run. Good tackle by Neal. No timeouts for Seattle. 1:22 to play. Seattle has over more than 100 yards of offense than DC, yet they find themselves down by 4. DiNucci slipped, stays on his feet, pressured, and gets rid of it. Man, he took a shot at the end of that one.
Ben DiNucci does a really nice job of keeping that play alive and, most importantly, avoiding a negative play. He loses his footing there in the pocket. He's got to secure the football, gets both hands back on the ball, and takes a shot getting the ball out of his hands. Lived to play another down, but it's 3rd and 9.
DiNucci, 33 for 49 today. Scrambling, throws it away. They're going to say incomplete. That will stop the clock at 57 seconds.
Under one.
Well, Lukes, this is it. 4th and 9.
Okay, hot, too low.
So Greg Williams, I think I heard the last end of that call. He said two lurk. Two lurk was the cover they were in. Cover 2 with sinking corners it was the coverage they were in when they intercepted the ball.
Game time right here. 4th and 9. DiNucci trying to find somebody open. Downfield, and he's got it. Gordon. Josh Gordon came back to his quarterback to bail him out. A gain of 18, and the drive continues.
Greg Williams not happy with his defense or his coaching staff on the sideline there.
We'll spike it, kill the clock at 42 seconds.
Really good initial quickness there. Keeps his eyes downfield.
There is no foul. Too many men on the field. 1st down.
Wait. We had the spike, and then we had the ball.
Do I wind the clock? There's no foul for 12 on the field.
So they pick up the penalty flag.
2nd down.
Josh Gordon on this drive, 2 catches for 40 yards. After the spike, it'll be 2nd and 10 coming up here. DiNucci steps up. He's got room to run in front of him. Finds the out of bounds as he takes a shot. He's looking for a flag. That was Jamal Brooks lowering his shoulder.
Yeah, but Ben DiNucci did not give himself up.
All right, here we go.
See if he's still in bounds when he gets hit.
Hey guys, let's
sure is.
We gotta line the game right at the 5. Let's take breakfast. What they're going for.
They have to get to the 5-yard line. Play clock's at 4. 3rd and 2. DiNucci looking left. Complete. Pearson just stopped short. Once they place the ball, that's when the clock will restart.
Seattle out of timeouts, going to clock it here.
.26 seconds to go in regulation. Seattle on the doorstep.
Let's take care of the ball. Let's go trips left.
Is this a situation where Seattle can still run the ball?
I would say no because of the style of offense, and they're going to call Ohio. It should be double out routes.
Danucci, he's going to run it, and he stopped short. Seattle out of timeouts. They have got to hurry up.
They turn the ball over.
Oh, it's... DC thinks they have it. Who's got it on the bottom of that pile?
Well, the head referee had already signaled first down for DC.
It's over. It's over.
It's over. It's over. He's got it. Early on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense. First down, DC.
That's Jamal Brooks coming away with the football for DC, and that's ball game right there. And Luke's, with no timeouts, Seattle cannot challenge that play.
They cannot challenge the play. Let's see here. Oh, ball's out. Good call by the officiating crew here on the final play of the game offensively for Seattle. And it looks like DC's going to prevail behind what has been an outstanding effort by Greg Williams, the defensive coordinator's defense here tonight.
Victory formation for the defenders. And that'll do it. What a way to finish opening weekend in the XFL.
Those fans in that end zone are losing it right now. You can take away their beer, Snake. You can't take away their enthusiasm.
Tell me DC does not get behind their XFL team. What a blast this has been calling this game. The defenders win it 22-18 over Seattle.
Look at that final score and look at the over.
Well, it was the defense who got it done for DC, so it's only fitting we talk to the defensive coordinator. Harry, take it away.
I'm here with Greg Williams right now. You said all the guys had to do was play up to their potential. What about that, Coach?
Well, I will tell you this. It's never easy, but it's always fun. I love coaching these guys that will give you every single bit they have, and that's what happened in the second half. We did a much better job just doing fundamentally technique things, and we're never going to apologize for playing tough. We're never going to apologize for having great effort, and we're never going to apologize for winning.
What about Michael Joseph and his 2 interceptions?
Pretty good, and I think he could have had one more. So I'm going to tell him that on the flight home. But we love him. He's done a great job. But it's not only him. You know, the whole team's done a good job. Coach Barlow has done a good job selecting the staff. He's done a very good job. And he and Vaughn on putting the team together. And then, here we go. We got a chance and 1-0.
Thanks, Coach. Go have fun with your guys.
We will. It's going to be a good ride home. Thank you.
All right, good stuff, Harry. Luke's, how much fun was that? This is what the XFL is all about.
It is what the XFL is all about, and it's only going to get better as each and every week goes by, and these teams get more experience, get a better feel for how to play with one another.
Week 2 of the XFL starts on Thursday night. For Tom Luganbill, Harry Douglas, Stormy Bonatoni, I'm John Schriffen saying so long from Washington, D.C. Let's send it to SportsCenter.